Take a very good look at this. Mexico is at our border. Mexico is think about joining the BRICS. It's all these countries plus more. China is inside our country. China is buying up land in our country. They are the enemy to our United States of America. We don't have the enemy. We got the enemy inside America and the enemy at our border. Plus the Democrat, Liberal Party, Progressive Party are trying to take away our right to defend ourselves. We are surrounded by enemies, and the liberals, Democrat, Progressive are trying to take away our right to defend ourselves.
They're buying it to set up shop for their own operations and their own spying and their own control of our economy. This chart has just a very simple number on it. In 2020, Chinese entities owned almost 200,000 acres of land in the United States. 1 year later, they're at almost 400,000 acres in the United States. In 1 year, this is from 2020 to 2021. This trend is happening all over the country, and we're certainly seeing it in my state in Oklahoma. When I travel around my state, I hear people talk about the border, I hear people talk about the economy, and I often will hear people say, hey, there's a lot of foreign ownership going into land right now in Oklahoma, and it's dramatically affecting the price of real estate, the price of agricultural land, but also what's happening on that land. See in the BBC news headlines for that day, a story about my state on the global news headlines about a group of Chinese nationals that were shot execution style in a grow operation in Oklahoma. The individual who executed them was on the run and then was arrested in Florida a couple of days later, also a Chinese national. Rapid transition that's happening, where foreign entities are rapidly buying up land. And I would tell you, if you're a farmer and rancher, they would say there are some things that God's just not making more of, and one of them is land. You can't just give that up. This is a problem, and it's a problem nationally. It's not just a problem in the marijuana industry, it's a problem nationally. It's a problem dealing, quite frankly, with our national security. We currently have a 1 mile buffer around all of our military installations that you can't own land if you're a foreign entity within 1 mile around our military installations. We now believe that's not near enough. And quite frankly, foreign nationals from many countries like China buying up the land around our critical infrastructure, around our telecom infrastructure, around military bases, around government offices. They're not buying it because they're looking for another place to invest. They're buying it to set up shop for their own operations and their own spying and their own control of our economy. We should pay attention to this.